We're back at one of the oldest and one of the best racing tracks on the Formula One calendar. Welcome to Suzuka, where the practice session is just about to start. As we approach the end of the season, the teams will be keeping a close eye on the constructors' table. Every point the drivers can get is really important for the teams at this stage.
Yes, definitely. Every position you climb in the championship has a financial gain come the end of the season. So the difference between finishing third or fourth is well worth fighting for right up until the last race.
One of the more intimidating corners on any Formula One track is the legendary 130R. But whilst unusual, the name actually comes from the original design of the corner, a 130-metre radius turn starting just past the track crossover. Over the years, due to several severe accidents, the corner's been redesigned to create a straighter entry and creating what is now a double apex left-handed corner.
Despite the changes, this is still one of the most exhilarating corners that drivers in F1 have to take. It's not normally considered an overtaking spot, but this is the scene of one of Fernando Alonso's most famous manoeuvres, when in 2005 he passed Michael Schumacher's Ferrari around the outside.
Welcome back.
Kimi Raikkonen will be hoping in qualifying that his car performs as well as it did today in practice. If it does, he'll be topping the timesheets and starting on pole. Welcome to the only figure-of-8 track on the F1 calendar. We're here at Suzuka for qualifying today ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm expecting a strong showing here today from the Red Bull team. They really love this classic track and have had so much success at Suzuka over the years.
I think this could be a showdown between the Mercedes and Red Bulls today. The Red Bull team have enjoyed incredible success here over the years, but the Mercedes package could be too much for the Milton Keynes-based team.
That's the end of qualifying, and it's Kimi Raikkonen who takes the top spot for tomorrow's race.
Well, I think he's going to be difficult to beat from pole, and if he can hold off any challenges in the first few laps, he'll create a gap and be off into the distance.
Welcome to one of this year's most challenging races, where the combination of high speed and complex corners makes this one of the drivers' favourite tracks. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. He's been saying he felt as though he was finally getting on top of the understeer issues that have plagued his performances to date, and get on top he did. Kimi Raikkonen starts from P1.
He'll want to end this weekend on a high after yesterday's fantastic performance, but he's going to have a lot of competition. I doubt he'll be expecting an easy race, especially considering the teams around him.
When you come to a team as a four-time world champion, that comes with a large amount of expectation. So how do you think Sebastian Vettel has dealt with that pressure so far this season?
I think Seb knew he needed a new challenge, and that's why he engineered his way out of Red Bull and into Ferrari. We're seeing a different driver this season to last, and he really is back on form.
You have a great chance of taking home the win today. Let's make this work for us. see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know. Entering lap 3 now, DRS has been enabled. Our tyre data is looking positive so far. We think there's plenty of life left in these. Let's get back up to racing speed. Bottas has just moved into first place.
So it was the German national anthem that was played on the podium for our race winners today, Mercedes.
Sometimes a driver just feels comfortable in the car and is dialed into the track, making for an unbeatable combination.
After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.